We're going to continue our focus on plane hunting, and we're now going to extend it to plane hunting to fourth place and back. So we're going to use a method called Little Bob Miner. So we need to go up to the top, click on Open File, click on 6 bell, open, and scroll down until you see Little Bob Miner and just double click it until it's coming up in the grey box. So this is a miner method, which means it's on 6, there is no cover bell. So if you would like a cover bell, you can just increase the numbers of bells here at the top left hand corner, and it's always best to have an even number of bells, so you can have that if you want. However, I'm going to just make it a little bit more simple at the moment. If you are ringing a miner method, you have to then look for the last bell down. But as we are solely concentrating on the treble plane hunting to fourth place and back, we won't be looking too closely at how to lead. If you'd like to recap the finding the last bell down, go to videos number 8 and number 9. Before we start, I think it's really useful to have a look at how Little Bob works. So I've written out Little Bob on PowerPoint, and I'll try and describe to you what's happening. So at the top here, we've got some instructions which are telling the bells what to do. So these rectangles are the places that the bells are in. So this is first place, the left-hand box, second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place, and sixth place. So what's happening is when it says all cross, which it does every other instruction, it means that bells in first place and second place cross over, third place and fourth place cross over, and fifth place and sixth place cross over, all simultaneously. So we'll wait for the all cross, and then you should be able to see it there. So they're doing a do-si-do. When it's got two numbers, so like say 1 6, that means the bells that are in first place and sixth place stay where they are. So 1 6, you can see the outside ones stay where they are, and the middle pairs swap. 1 4, 1 and 4. 1 and 6, they stay the same. And then we've got 1 and 2, so first place and second place stay. So that's how a method is created. It's called place notation. We're going to focus on the treble, which is number 1 here, and just follow it, what's happening. It's going to first place, that's what it normally does to lead, second place, third place, fourth place, another place in fourth place, third place, second place, first place. Okay, and that just carries on all the time. So that's why I've greyed out the numbers that are in the fifth and sixth place, because they're not really that important for the treble. So as you as a ringer on the treble, you're looking to pass 3 bells, and by the time you've passed 3 bells, you are in fourth place. So therefore these 2 bells don't matter. You can see that they move in and out of fifth place and sixth place, so then they stop being greyed out. When the treble is in first place, the bell that they are about to cross over with turns a colour. This is so that you can really see which bell it's passing. So let's try it again. So when the treble is in first place, number 2 lights up, so you cross with number 2. Number 4 lights up, so you cross with 4. Number 6 lights up, and you cross with 6. Let's try again. So, in first place, 6 lights up, so you cross with 6. 5 lights up, cross with 5. 3 lights up, cross with 3. So the order of the bells that you pass would have been 5, 6, 3. Let's try it again. 3 lights up. So the order of the bells you pass is 3, 2, 4. Now have a look on the way back. So you're going to cross over 3, 2, 4. The same order of the bells. So that's why when we say about plain hunting, it's great to learn how to do rope sight plain hunting out towards the back. And the rule is basically you follow the bell which is following you. So here 5 is following the treble, you follow the treble, you follow the 5. 3 is following, so you follow it. 2 is following you, so you follow it. It's a bit harder to plain hunt down to the front. So as a general rule at the moment, you say that you pass the same order of bells. You've only got 3 bells to watch out for here. And you can hopefully see in this diagram how they change and why they come back in the same order. They basically doing a sort of a roundabout in the front. When the treble's in 4th place, they're just doing a bit of a circle. So watch again. The treble's here, and these just carousel round. Now there are some methods where the bells don't carousel round at the front, and therefore you will have to follow different order of bells. But at the moment, let's just focus on this. So hopefully this was just to show you that we're going to focus on plain hunting out rather than plain hunting down to the front. You're probably wondering why some of them go black. So this is your line of vision. You're following these bells, and as soon as you pass them, you can disregard them. So that's why they turn black. They've all turned black now, and then the first one lights up again as you're about to cross it. Another thing I was going to say is that when the treble comes down to lead, the last bell it crosses with, which is the 6 in this case, becomes the first bell that you follow the next time. So that's quite a nice handy pattern to remember. So in a way, you don't really need rope sight to see the first bell that you pass. It's always going to be the last bell that you passed before going to lead. Like this is the 3 now. So then the 3 lights up again. So that's a good pattern. So let's put that into practice. So we're going to watch the treble. We'll just put them in numerical order from left to right. So double click on number 6. And we're going to be number 1. So I'm going to slow down the peal time. So here we go. So just follow the rule. The bell that follows you, you follow that bell. You pass 3 of the bells, and therefore you are now in 4th place. And then in order to come back down to the front, you just follow the same order of bells that you plain hunted up to.
Go, little Bob.
So who's following the treble now? Follow that bell. Who's following the treble now? Follow that bell. Who's following the treble now? Follow that bell. Then follow the same order down to the front. Now you're leading. Who's following you now? Who's following you now? Who's following you now? Follow the same order of bells down to the front. We'll continue now without the red circles. You're leading now. Who's following you now? Who's following you now? Who's following you now? Follow the same order of bells down to the front. You're leading now. Who's following you now? Who's following you now? Who's following you now? Follow the same order, down to the front. You're leading. Follow the same order of bells now, down to the front. And you're leading. And that's the end of the plain course. So hopefully that's useful to know about the pattern of the same order of bells going down to the front as when you plain hunt out to fourth place, and also that the last bell you pass becomes the first bell you pass on the next go after you've led.